Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Slapper Was in My Hero Academia. So, some of you might not know, this is what I do know. Slapper is in this What If, is a mostly broken character. Not like depressed one, but it's like Saitama, where he trained his body to like broke his limiter. Well, yeah, but in Slapper's case, he was born without a limit. So every time he uses one finger to like, basically when he taps us on something, he like cracks anything. Yeah. But when he claps, the entire yeah. So, yeah, he's basically crazy. How crazy, you may ask? He's so overpowered that even like he acts more like the Saitama, more relaxed and yeah. But he's also more focused on like what's more important. So yeah. And he's a character that's being added. So yeah. So yeah. He basically is crazy. How crazy are you? I could tell by your expression on your face that how crazy is it? How crazy can he get to? Depends on how I feel. Yeah. So, when he was born, he also, because he was born as a human, but he had a monster side of him. Sorry. So, yeah. That it's like how that guy that threw that rock was. Yeah. So yeah. Let's begin. So he was at age of 4. He does have a quirk, but the quirk is called limit. So I know I said he doesn't have a limit, but I'm giving him a quirk that keeps him balanced. Helen's. So, yeah. So then now at 15, during all that time, he usually, like, yeah. He was super kind to everyone. As they ask, why doesn't he clap or his hands or do something? It must be revolved around his quirk. As his parents, both of them are pro heroes. No. Let's say his mother had the same powers and same attitude as her. Yeah. And his father is almost the same as Tenya's father. But he does have a sister. Yeah. That kind of looks like her. Yeah. So, as sorry about that. I had to sneeze. So, yeah. So, he basically went to UA and he got into put in class 1B. That was their mistake. Because he actually, because his quirk, right? Herc. And he also, because he's a slapper, do you remember a scene called, or in One Piece where, welcome back. Sorry, the data thing. So, yeah. This guy, or the slapper, was basically does like stuff like this. It's his powerfulest move. So, yeah. So that's what it is. So, yeah, they were in class, or he was in class 1B. And he basically, he's basically like the anime hun, but no one wants to know what he can do. As he says, yeah. He's more chilled. And when he or the blood hero asks him to go throw the ball, as he says, okay, as he passes the ball and like he lifts it up with cork or without. Try with the cork. Huh. As he's thinking, how about 100%? Okay. Hold on to your anything that you can bolt it down. As he lifts the ball up, like when he slaps it so hard, it sent a giant, humongous, biggest explosion on the planet. That it rattled the entire Earth. As everyone was like holding on to him or to themselves, and yeah, when they turned around, they don't see UA. Yeah. Or actually, they do see UA. It's just all the glass was broken. As he says, whoopsies. I'm on short with 0.1%. As Blood Hero looks at him, turns and looks at the, and the hole in the ground thing. It looked like a well. That's what it looked like when he, yeah. The people or the kids were looking down into it like, dude, are you okay? As he says, I'm fine. Yeah. As a, yeah. All of them are like, man, what percentage did you, as one of them asks, what percentage do you use? Because I know your quirk's called lemon. Huh. As he's so like, yeah. When everyone got like back, he actually didn't cheat, but he made sure that in order to keep their survival, as he stays away from them. He hasn't talked to them. They hasn't visit with him. Yeah. It was like he's completely isolated from them because of that. And yeah. Now I'm skipping the basically what should I be? Or so during the like Cam Park, or who's the one that got like captured this time? None other than Slapper, because the villains heard about how powerful he really gets when he is at his max. Yeah. As he then All Might versus All For One, as All For One was gonna take the knee thing because he was just running on fumes, as he's like, as All For One says, looks like you're just running on fumes right now. The Toshinori, as he like haunts him, as he used his final blast to get rid of him. But the person that was standing in between All For One versus All Might One was, or actually All For One wanted to steal One For All from All Might. He used steel. So yeah, the quirk only uses it again on the user that uses it. So yeah. So when All For One tried to do it, Slapper got between that, and he got his quirk taken away. As he says, you know what, All For One, if you want someone's quirk, try mine. On for size. As All For One and got, as it was everyone's scared. They thought they were gonna take his, like, as he says, All For One's like, you're now quirkless. As he looks up at, as they both start laughing at each other's. As everyone's like confused of why are they laughing at each other's. The quirk that you stolen was actually my limit quirk. Now, who face the wrath of the Trungan, as he transforms into a much more scarier than anyone. He even transformed as he grabs the hands, one of his million, trillion, billions hands, and slapped All For One, like sending him flying. As he teleports. So, yeah. So, yeah, All for One was at sea. That's SEA. And yeah, he basically literally, well, bam, well, bam, well, bam, well, bam, 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 bam. The, yeah, as he used all of his hands to literally push him down, as he grew a new one. Yeah. And this one was bigger than the entire island. Yeah. It was bigger. As when he brought it down, softly, but the impact was so powerful, it exploded the sea, creating like world's biggest tsunamis all the way around the entire yeah. As All for One was out of existence. Yeah. As he used his hands to, like, basically stop the tsunamis from hitting the home. Yeah. So basically, as he puts himself, like, when he, yeah, as those arms and those hands went back into his usual, it could, as he walks, as he, yeah, when he when he first used his form, as he does that, yeah. So when he came back to how, yeah, he basically his control of his self sometimes feels like yeah, as who's the one that came to just want to talk, visit with him, and was actually one of the students from class 1B. Class representative. Yeah, her. As she couldn't believe that her friend had the same horn as her. Or same abilities as her. So she asked You're pretty powerful. Yeah. That's why my hero name is Slapper the Lord of Slaps. Okay? Yeah. As he tells her the reasons why that he was isolated from the rest of it, yeah, was because it didn't, or he didn't know that how to control his self yet. As she says, or as, oh, yeah, she says that no matter what, we're all family here. As all of them agree that no matter what, how powerful he is, he'll always be remembered. Yeah. Who wants to go training with me? As they all raises their hand. Yep, all of them. So yeah, as he as he basically says, because his power, so the quirk that he gave to All For One, or All For One stole, was actually a decoy one. So, yeah. Or actually, it was the real one, but it was such a painful process. As they're like, what's going on? It's just okay. As that's much better. As they asked what happened to you. Remember the limit one? That my quirk is limit? Yeah. Well, one of my abilities allows me to, say if I wanted to, use, all of your powers. In other words, and turn them into my quirks. Like, but when it leaves my body, it is, let's say it's a painful experience to regain it without any medical help. So, yeah. He actually has the power to copy their quirks. turn it into two things: his abilities and quirks. So yeah. So he could combine certain ones. Yeah. As he basically I'm skipping the ball throw or the dodgeball thing. As he's trying to think about how about limit 001 as he taps on as everyone class 1B knows what he's gonna do as they all fly up as he slaps the boulder and sending everyone flying. Yeah. They all went right behind him, like holding on to him as he, yeah. As he used to stop the quirk and to activate his speed quirk. So he moves like time-stoppingly fast. Yeah. So then the Overhaul fight. He won against Overhaul by just slapping him out of existence. Yeah. All that stuff. And oops. Yeah. You know who's the one that he's dating? Was actually I'm trying to think. Think about it. It's between two girls, Pony and Alligator Chick. The Setsuna, her. On one hand, you could and basically make their son have horns and little hands coming out. Or have abilities of Bucky from One Piece. Here, let me look that up. That with just instead of his knives, he gets he will end up like just like that one. Yeah. So, yeah, it's basically that's how it is. So, yeah. Who would you vote for? His or between those two, or vote for Momo. I'm gonna leave it a poll for who would be a good for Slam. Her. So yeah. So go check it out. If you have Moanin, just tell me why. And yeah. I'll change it when probably he's dating her. Yeah. At the time, I'll change it if I do a reboot of it. So yeah, he basically went all out, and so yeah, Ares got saved before, and when he clapped, he does this like his little fingers thing. Yeah, as Ares asked Zuko, why does he do that? As one of the students told her him, he has this ability every time he like claps his hands or do something with his hands, like the clang, he becomes the world's most strongest person in the world. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So he basically made a full scene thing. He wanted to make a scene of right. So he basically, they asked him or to do like a talent show with them. He says sure, but as he made a little hole in the ground, like enough. So that he wants to for him to fit through. Yeah. He basically climbed out of there. Or he changed his appearance because his other abilities of infinity. So he basically, ready? Yep. As they're like all prepared or roll or his role or as they're like pretending as he's like he's climbing out of a hole that he made with like gray hairs, as he says, I'm finally free from that treacherous area. As he's like, yeah. So, as they pretend a dark, like, creature comes out of nowhere, it's like, oh, this is just a normal thing. As a dark, shadowy creature comes, no, not that again. No, no. As he gets dragged back. Like, it's just his acting. He pulled it off so well that everyone thought it was real. Yeah, but it wasn't. He used his ability to make it look so real. As they almost wet themselves. Oh, like they peed their pants. Yeah. So, he basically did that. As even Chaco and Ariza thought the same thing. Like, what just happened? As he burps, or as the hole burps out the skulls and bones. Yeah. As they're like, some of them are screaming like, what the heck? And another hole that he made was right behind them. As a young man or little kid, or he basically, or he transformed into an Endeavor. Yeah. Or the one of the like a people, as he walks over, he looks down at a hole. Oh, as he says, there's this. That's not even dark enough. As that same dark pretend hand grabs him and drags him down. As they're like, no! As they could hear bones cracking and all that stuff. Yeah. It looks so real. Because it's not, actually. As he made a copy of himself. So, yeah, as it was so terrifying that even he put him, like, he dresses up as someone else. Like one of the students. Sat right next to Ares. Or, like, next to Zuko. Or, as the spotlight as a dark shadow, or actually, as Blood Hero already knew what's gonna happen, but he still fell for it. As the as a dark, shadowy figure comes out of the hole that had a mouth on its entire chest. It was bigger than them as they... Yeah. He pulled off his part real well, so yeah. As he thought, hun, it was so real. But then when he says, as he like, yeah, he waddles, or he slithers away, or he went back into the hole. As then when they were like, oh, it's so scary. As they couldn't believe it, that as a person sat right next to Aries in the front row, with his pretending to be like some random person, just walked in. As, yeah, it made most of them cry so much as the spotlight came on, as it scans, as it turns right next to Aries, as the guy took his mask off, or like his hat, as he says, looks like another one hits the roads. Or like I'm still alive. As the curtains closed, as they turned, and they couldn't believe that he pulled off such a scare that even makes it look real. Yeah. Yeah. So, all of them, when they couldn't believe that he did it so perfect that everyone was like, holy crap, bro, you scared us so bad. And I have a talent to do that. They not hanging around with you guys, and that, yeah. So, yeah, that's how scary it was. Everyone then scared themselves so bad that even heck, even Mr. Aizawa got scared. But he knew that one of these students was pretending to do it. But he still fell for it. So now, Please leave a like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things. And hit that little bell, please.